Hello, this is a video from our visit to the Excellence Riviera Maya, late November, early December 2020. This vid will show the Imperial Suite as it exists currently, along with some COVID thoughts on how things are being handled, and then just some random musings at the end. Please understand I'm certainly no sort of video maker, so this will be quite a raw project. If you have any questions, please drop them in comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And then lastly, there are several points in the video where the wind was pretty severe, and I go ahead and apologize in advance for that. All right, please enjoy.
Hey, this is a room tour for Suite 8059 at the at the Excellence Cancun Riviera. The last time I saw one on YouTube was about 8 years old, so I thought I'd do a new one. This is your entryway. They call this the Imperial Suite. Some vases and stuff to the left. To the right is an entryway closet, and then a little coffee hutch, coffee stuff, French press, etc. You've got a bathroom over here, single basin, all the fancy toiletries, water closet in there, and additional shower over there. Takes you into the main room, little desk to do your work at, main living room. To the left here is the dining room. You got 6 chairs at the table there. Room to attach to the suite next door, I believe. Kitchenette with full fridge, microwave, glasses, sink, stove, blender for margaritas. This is an additional door to the exit hallway. Some dishes if you want to entertain guests, I guess. Fridge comes, they restock it every day. Got all your beverages, candy bars, some juice. Large pantry shelves if you want to go shopping, if you're going to stay here for ages. And then this goes out into the first of 3 separate entrances to the enormous deck out here. So, walk this deck real quick. Come out here, you've got a sitting couch, several deck chairs, a deck table. There's a jacuzzi over there. This enormous deck, day bed, swim out access to the pool. Over there is where they make just, well, there's a great bar right there, so you can swim right over and grab beers. It's a huge, unbelievably huge walkout patio. Walk right into the pool, say hi to your neighbors. Jacuzzi access right over there as well. So that is an enormous, enormous deck. There's the desk. This is the main living room we walked by earlier. Yeah, couch, love seat, chair, big TV, fully stocked bar here. As part of the Imperial Suite, you get a barman, comes in here for an hour whenever you choose, and he'll mix drinks for you and your friends or whoever you decide to invite. Some fruit. They had a bottle of Veuve here, which is actually our favorite champagne. I know it's cheaper, but it's really good. We didn't ask for Veuve specifically, so good on them. Got a boat and a diver's helmet. There's a good chance I'm going to get hammered later and wear that diver's helmet and ride that boat in the pool. It takes us into the main suite. Sorry, better shot of that. So you got French doors that'll open in the main suite. Big poster bed here. Goes over into the sitting room. These are brand new fresh flowers that were set out here. This is the jacuzzi side of that huge deck that we saw earlier with additional windows. Little table, small TV in here. Again, the big poster bed. In-suite jacuzzi. Here's your walk-in closet. Your water closet for taking a big number 2. Double vanity. Walk-in shower. And that's about it, man. I think the coolest thing is that enormous deck. I mean, that thing is freaking huge. I sadly didn't book as many days as I wanted. I wish we would have got 10 more, but That huge deck with a 1 walkout, 2 walkout, 3 walkout doors. I mean, that's fucking epic. Think about having all 3 of those open, partying on that deck, having a guy in here mixing up cocktails. That's worth the cost of admission right there. So, unbelievable room. I really recommend it. We're thrilled. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Just a quick view of our room, 9054, and the pool. This is what I call the chill pool. It's a really quiet, serene pool, obviously at night, but during the day it's also very chill, which is cool. It's a nice break from the party pools. Over here, that's a neighboring resort. Really big, nice looking place. I'm not sure the name. It is nice. They do have children over there though, so it's not our thing. This large building right here is building 8. That's where our Imperial Suite was. Imperial Suite is over here in this corner. And that suite faces the sun until about 2. Then the sun goes away. And that's one of the things that made this pool so great is the sun is here all freaking day. So even when we had the Imperial, we'd hang out over there until about 2 and then move over here. And it was a nice change of pace because it's so crazy and party over there, and then it was very calm over here. So 9054 is a great room. I enjoyed it quite a bit. There is a service road right here between the resorts. I took a cab. I actually walked to Puerto Morelos, and then I took a cab back, and that cab came along the service road. Can get a little bit noisy at night with a lot of vehicles, but 9054, really any of the 9 lower level swim up rooms are pretty good options. It's very good over here. I enjoy it.
Hi guys. First of all, apologize. I just came from the gym. But quick video meant to compliment Joro Gaming's excellent video before you book here at the Excellence. This one, we've stayed here once before, and we're currently here in the middle of the COVID epidemic. But it's December 3rd today. So we've been here 8 days, and just talk a little bit about what they do differently because of COVID and what we've seen in the past. And then in addition to that, at the later part of the video, I've got a little bit of the food that's going on right now, and a tour of the Imperial Suite that we stayed in for the first 3 days. So as far as COVID goes, and I apologize for the wind here, there is sanitizing stations everywhere, all over the resort, every single sink, every entryway, every bathroom, everything has sanitizer stations everywhere, and they encourage to use. Every staff member wears a lower face shield, and then every staff member that actually touches your room or provides a service, like the minibar stopper, the maids, the pool concierge, all of them, they have, in addition to that, they have a full face shield as well. I didn't see any fabric face shields. I don't know how adverse people are to masks. I'd say maybe 1 out of 10 couples wore masks here at the resort. That's up to you, however you want to do it. But if 9 out of 10 people make you uncomfortable, you know, take that into your considerations. Full disclosure, we don't wear masks. It didn't bother us. It was nice to be away from that. As you'll see in a little bit of the video I have later spliced in there, they've distanced all the seating in the resorts. The pool seating, auditorium seating, everything is very distanced, very far apart. Resorts only at about, I think, 30% capacity. So it's slow. It's nice to be that slow, actually. But in addition to that, their staff is lower, and we've noticed some pokiness. I believe Joro just dropped a video a couple days ago where he found the same thing at a resort right down the street. For the most part, service is still extremely excellent, especially when you're at the main pools. I mean, they were on top of us big time. And we're both in the service industry, so we tip that. But at our other pools, you know, the way the Excellence is laid out, you have some main pools, you know, the party pools in the center that are attached to bars. And then you have these meandering outlier pools that are much more chill and quiet and serene. And it really depends on who was working that day at those outer pools, what kind of service you got. There was generally we would have to get up and go get our own drinks, which is fine, whatever. I'm on vacation, I don't care. But, you know, like I said, we start off with a big fat tip, 20 bucks usually, and then tip a few bucks on every drink, you know, $5-6 on every drink, group of drinks after that. And it just depends on who you get. And that's just a symptom of having the staff down. I understand that. They are getting pretty busy. If they're busy at those other pools, they don't make it here. So, what else? Dinner service, generally extremely excellent. One night at the French restaurant, it was bad. It took us 2 hours to get dinner. I'm not sure what's up with that. I will say that was only one night out of the entire trip here. So I think that is probably, it was just a bad night, and that happens. So, what else? Touch-free dispensers in the bathrooms for the towels. Not touch-free faucets, which surprised me because I put touch-frees in my industry at home, but they don't work very well, so maybe that's why they don't have them. There are also no ways to open doors without your hands, which again surprised me. You know, a lot of places have those little foot plates to pull or close doors, which I like, not so much for a COVID sense, but for a foodborne illness sense. I'm in the food industry, and I think when people get sick at resorts, 9 times out of 10, it's because somebody didn't have proper hygiene when they went to the bathroom, and then on their hand they passed that from doors or whatever. So I'm surprised they don't have that. Boy, what else? I think that's about it. They're being very respectful, very distant. Things are really, really spaced out. There's sanitizer and stuff everywhere, including the beach. Everything is spaced out. So if you're thinking of coming here, there's no reason not to. We had just as good of a time as we had the first time that we've stayed here. This is the second time. Today we're moving down the road, down to Playa, to a resort down there we like. I'm not sure if Joro's done it before you book there, so if he hasn't, I'll probably check it out. But yeah, if you're thinking of coming out here, you definitely should. Oh, the other thing, there's a little bit of hurricane damage. You can't see as much now, but over by us, a bunch of the trees are just tore up. They've lost some of the thatching on the huts. Las Olas, or the Lobster House restaurant, actually was totally down. So they've moved a bunch of the dining out to Las Olas, which is this little palapa right on the beach, and it gets really, really windy. And the other problem with that restaurant, again, I love this place, but I'm not a fanboy, so I'll point out the other stuff that did bother me. At Las Olas, it's very evident that it's a pop-up kitchen. They're cooking, or they're heating on chafers, on sternos in chafers. They've got a hot box back there. They might have a propane stove, but it's evident that they're doing the cooking somewhere else and then moving stuff over there and plating it. And that can lead to not the warmest food, and not, as you might remember it at the Lobster House, it was like amazing every morning. This is a little bit different. Didn't bother me that much, you know, whatever. I'm hungry in the morning, I'm gonna eat. We did do more room service in the mornings because of that, which was awesome. I mean, they get that to you in like a half an hour. You just eat it on your patio. So I forgot to mention that. And then there's some other hurricane damage, a couple broken windows and stuff, but they've been working nonstop fixing everything and really doing a great job. So 9 out of 10, I think. Our first trip was 10 out of 10 because we were newbies and everything was kind of, you know, bright-eyed. 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, easy. So if you're thinking about coming, you should definitely come and help these people out, man. They're only working at 30%, and this industry is a big deal for them. They need it. If you have any disposable income left after this disaster of a year and you want to get away, man, it feels amazing. So any questions, drop them in the comments. I mentioned Joro's video at the beginning. If you want to know more about this place, he does a really, really good video, and I'll link that. And thanks. So this is the back side of the resort. I believe this is the back of building 1 and 2. That's the entrance over there, the big gate that you come through. But there's a sidewalk all the way around here, and it's actually a pretty good outdoor jogging path that kind of runs all around the rear of the resort, and gives you the opportunity. You can jog down there to, not even sure what that hut is, but anyway, if you want to get out of the gym, you can do some outdoor jogging and running out here. And this path snakes around and winds up at what I call the chill pool, our pool that I was showing on the stream earlier. I'm not sure if Joro's showed the spot or not. I can't remember. If my pool is chill, then this pool is just serene. probably a COVID thing. There's nobody back here. So this is a good one to chill at during the day. I like to walk. You can see the spa there. It's amazing. Beautiful spot. See a few people out on their beds out here, so it is a little booked. Back here, I haven't spent very much time back here at all, to be honest. There's a whirlpool up there. Kind of a yoga area. This bar I've not seen open at all, so I don't think they have any of this open out here. Another bridge back out to the jogging path. Excellent feature I've not seen at another resort. It's a completely wheelchair accessible pool. Ramp goes all the way down. Get a good shot of how the bar stools are distanced. There's just two every 6 feet or so. Same with all this outdoor seating. Auditorium. Normally these middles would be all lined as well, so they spaced that. And same thing in the center. We've spaced everything into twos for the most part.
This is showing the same area just in the evening. They have live bands out here prior to the bigger show in the theater, which is always a good time. We enjoyed it quite a bit. Now, I'll show the pool at about 9 in the morning and the distancing of the chairs out there. They're plenty distance, about 4 feet apart. As I said, it's 9 and it's not busy at all yet. Then the gym, I'll talk about. The gym is not distanced. Machines are pretty close together. Treadmills are right next to each other. That's fine for me. Um, I will say the attendant in there was pretty diligent in wiping down all the equipment and keeping it sanitized. So they're doing a good job there. One thing I did forget to mention was the ferocity with which they were cleaning and sanitizing rooms between guests. As I said at the pool, I observed the maid go to a room. She cleaned it very, very thoroughly, spent probably 30 minutes in there cleaning it. When she was done, another attendant came with sort of a handheld fogging device, and he fogged it with some sort of Febreze sanitizer, Lysol type deal. And he was very thorough as well. They had the door open, and I could see him just hitting a bunch of points I wouldn't normally think of. High on the ceiling fan, above door jambs, obviously all the touch points, handles and such. Um, Underneath the bed, inside of drawers, on the end table, and all sorts of things. And then after he was finished, a third employee who looked to be a manager to me came with literally with white gloves on, and she was rubbing her fingers and such across different areas of the door, up high along the door jamb, um, the food delivery or dish delivery area, all that sort of thing. So they were taking that very, very seriously. I was impressed with that. And finally, the food was excellent. I've only had better all-inclusive food at one other resort. That's the Paradisius. This place was very, very good with a huge variety of restaurants. Do not skip the Mediterranean. While they do use the same two sauces on every plate, it is excellent. A lot of stuff is fried there too, but it is excellent. And the chef's plate or the upgrade restaurant is fabulous. I can't recommend it enough. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.